When life gets noisy, you just want to get away. But the process to get away can bring even more noise. What gear do I need? Where am I going to buy it? Why does this cost so much? I thought this was supposed to be peaceful. So in today's video, we're going to make this as easy as possible by removing all the noise and making gear buying as easy as possible. And I'm even going to tell you some of my number one picks for the best gear I could possibly buy for the least amount of money if you don't already have any of this gear already. So it's super easy to just get totally overwhelmed when you are buying gear for your backpacking trip. And you end up on YouTube, right? Like you're on this video now and you watch all these YouTube channels, even my channels, I'm a gear channel, and you just don't know what to buy. You don't know what to do. It's just so overwhelming. So there's really only 3 things that you absolutely need to go backpacking. Well, technically 6. We'll get to the other 3 very quickly. But it's just your backpack, your sleep system, like whatever you're gonna sleep in, a sleeping pad and a sleeping bag or whatever you choose, and some sort of a shelter, whatever that shelter is gonna be. And then you're also gonna wanna get the other 3, which is like your food, your water, and your fuel. Now, everything else beyond that is literally optional. Now, there's obviously some survival type items and some things that, will be obviously helpful, like a med kit or a knife and things like that. But for the most part, that's really all you're gonna need. I mean, we love to bring all the little stuff, right? The air pumps, the chairs, what else, Gordon?
Oh, the s'mores maker. The cast iron, like the panini press.
You bring that backpacking?
The panini press.
You really bring that? All the other fluff? It doesn't matter. All the little doodads, they don't matter. All the little trinkets and toys and all those things that everybody's telling you to buy, me included, you don't need it. You don't need any of it. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Except for the waffle iron.
The waffle iron.
Oh. Right?
Yeah. You're gonna need a waffle iron for sure, and a very long extension cord. So let me just make this super easy for you. I'm gonna give you my top 3 picks of what I certainly believe are the best value for the money out of every piece of gear I could possibly find for your big 3, your backpack, your sleep system, and your shelter. I searched for a long time. As a matter of fact, I did an entire review. I did. Cicadas drive me nuts. Matter of fact, I did an entire video on this. I'll link that right up here for you guys so you can check that out. It goes into way more detail than just this gear, but like literally everything else you could probably possibly want. Biggest value for the money. So if you have no gear at all, this is totally gonna help you. So how you wanna do this is you're gonna wanna buy these 3 items in this order right here. First, you're gonna wanna buy your shelter. Whatever that shelter is. If it's a tent, go out and buy your tent. The second thing you're gonna buy is your sleep system, because now you know what sleep system is gonna fit inside your shelter. Let's say you bought a hammock for your shelter. You don't wanna buy something that's not gonna work for a hammock, so that's why you buy it second. And then the third thing you're gonna buy finally is your backpack. And that sounds counterproductive, but buy your backpack last, because now you know what's gonna fit inside of that backpack, so you know the right size backpack to buy, and you know how everything else is gonna fit inside of it as well. So it seems like you should be buying your backpack first because you're backpacking, but don't do that, buy it last. Okay, and this is not easy for me to say because you are watching a channel that is all about gear review videos and helping you guys pick the right gear for your trip. So it's not easy for me to say that the noise, avoid it and don't think about it. Because a couple weeks ago, I found out something just totally mind-blowing. Absolutely blew my mind. I put a poll out on my channel and almost 5,000 people responded. And I was just curious about who my audience was, who you guys were. And 17% of you guys have never backpacked. So 17% of the people that watch this channel have never even taken the first step out on a trail to go backpacking, which is absolutely amazing because that tells me that you guys are like right there. You're wanting to do it. Maybe you're unable to do it. I don't know. Maybe you have a physical injury or your age or something. You're just not able to do it, but you're right there. Or maybe you're like living vicariously through the channel. I don't know. And you love watching gear reviews because it makes you remember what it was like or something. I don't know, but 17%. So the big question I have to ask from that poll is like, what's stopping you? What's stopping the 17% from getting out on trail? Are you afraid to sleep outside? Are you afraid of animals? I don't know. Are you afraid of planning a trip? Is it just camping in general? You're gonna be uncomfortable. What could it be? Because I would love to see that number go from 17% to 0. The goal of this channel is not just to do gear reviews and gear stuff, but also to get you guys out on trail. I feel like I needed to talk more about my transition to...
If you're not the gear nerd,
right,
this is for you.
If you're not the gear nerd, this is for you. Thank you, Gordon. That was well put. So if you are not the gear nerd, I'm totally a gear nerd. But if you are not the gear nerd and you're just frustrated with gear in general and everybody out there is telling you to buy something else that is the best, hopefully this video will take that all away, because I'm literally trying to just consolidate your thoughts into just get out and go backpacking. Like, stop being a big baby, all right? That's maybe somebody needs to hear that. Quit being a baby. Get out there and backpack. Just go do it, because I'm gonna tell you exactly what you need to buy, and that's it. Now, I've got 3 recommendations for you. If you're looking for a tent, a sleep system, or a shelter, the tent I would highly recommend is the Paria Outdoors Bryce one-person tent. This tent is a fully freestanding tent that weighs less than 4 pounds and only costs $140. This tent is extremely easy to set up. Morning. Morning. Plenty of noise here. How you doing? And it even comes with a fast fly footprint, and that just means that you can lay out the footprint first, you can put your poles up second, so you can set it up in the rain. You can just put the tent portion up first and then put your net portion up underneath it. The next piece of gear I would absolutely 100% buy if I were you, because I personally think this is the best value for the money. It's gonna get the biggest bang for your buck, is the Paria Outdoors Thermo Down 15-degree sleeping bag, or they also have the 30-degree quilt. If you're a quilt person, the quilt is awesome. If you're a sleeping bag, the sleeping bag is awesome. They're both comfort rated to right around 30 degrees Fahrenheit. That's super awesome. And they both cost like $140. They're both down, 650 fill down. So that means they're super packable and very warm, and it's something that you're absolutely gonna love. Now, for a sleeping pad, I would highly encourage you to bring an air mattress with you. They're way more comfortable than those cheap foam ones. A little bit less durable, which means that if they do pop, you're gonna have some problems, but you can always use the included repair kits with them to fix them on the fly. But the sleeping pad that I would recommend is the Climate Static V insulated pad. It's a 23-inch wide pad. I like wide pads because I roll around at night and they're just a lot more comfortable. It's very thick. I can lay on my side and my hip bones don't hit into the ground. The R value on this pad is actually 1.9 R value, which is actually pretty good for a 3-season pad. So this thing should get you down to about 30 degrees. If you're worried about that, you can always throw one of those foam pads underneath it. I recommend the Gossamer Gear 1/4-inch pad for that. And I'll make sure I put links to all this stuff in the description below. The sleeping pad only costs $84, which sounds expensive. It is not expensive for what you're getting. It's probably the biggest bang for your buck for any sleeping pad out there for sure. And you can go for those like cheap Amazon pads if you want to, like the $40 ones, but those are terrible. R value on it, like the reflective value of what gives you insulation and warmth is absolutely terrible on them. Okay, and this is a backpack that you probably do not want to, Gordon.
Yeah.
Gordon.
What's up?
What are you doing?
I was looking at the Onyx app, man.
What is an Onyx app?
The Onyx app helps you get around the backcountry.
Oh, the Onyx app. Onyx app. Actually, yeah, that's the app that we've been using to navigate the backcountry for the past several trips that we've been on. This app is absolutely awesome. The biggest reason, Onyx is one of the best ways to plan a hike for your backcountry trip. Finding a place to hike is often one of the most difficult. They have over 7,000 verified trail contributors, 500,000 recreation points, super easy pinch to zoom, and 10,000 of what they call guidebook adventures. Informs you of waypoints, water sources, campsites. The work is literally done for you. I've been using Onyx on the past several trips, so if you want to use Onyx too, use code DB20 at checkout at onyxmaps.com/backcountry for 20% off of a new Onyx yearly backcountry membership.
Okay, yeah, the Onyx app is really cool, but what about the backpack?
Oh, yes. The backpack. Getting back to the backpack, this is a backpack that you actually want to use. And if you're looking for a backpack, I'm just gonna help you out and tell you right now, like, go out and buy the Granite Gear Crown 260 backpack. It is extremely comfortable. carries up to 35 pounds, weighs just over 2 pounds, and I have packed that thing out to the brim. I took it on a trip, I hiked 15 miles with it, I had fishing gear, I had lures, I had extra tarps, all kinds of stuff purposefully just so that I could pack the thing out to see how comfortable it was. It did awesome. The backpack retails for around 200 bucks, but you can always find it on sale somewhere. I have a discount code you can use at Backcountry, DanB15 for 15% off if you want to use that. That'll save you 15% there, but you can buy it wherever you want to. It's just a phenomenal backpack. So that stuff right there, I'm just telling you from somebody that does this a lot, who researches gear for a living, in my personal opinion, that stuff is, just stop looking. It is the biggest bang for your buck, for sure. So I don't know if you were looking for those 3 items. I thought that would be helpful to you. Maybe you skipped through that part. Maybe you are a gear nerd and you just wanted to see what I was gonna say. But just get out on trail, get off the couch, get out there, go do it. I had to do it myself. I had to come to grips with everything that was out there and all the scary things and the crazy things that were out there myself as well. So, hey, if you guys like this video, if you were inspired at all, if you're one of the 17%, let me know down in the comments below. If you're not, encourage somebody who might be one of the 17% who's not getting out on trail. And we'll see you guys on the next one. There's nothing more peaceful than being able to stack the first ever Karen in Wisconsin.